Hey guys, it's me, Lanee. Thanks again for stopping in to check out another Thoughts of She video. So the title for today's video is Bustin' Out the Box. And I really like this topic because coming out of my box was huge for my forward movement and moving forward in my purpose. So I'm going to talk about first what a box is, and that's just it is what it sounds like. It's something that limits you. It stops you and restricts you, in this case, from moving forward. There's two ways that we can end up in these boxes. The first one is we can be put in these boxes by people. A common scenario would be as a child is the most common time when we're put in these boxes, and this is as our parents and our family or friends, people around us that shape our thinking and the way that we act, and they tell us that we should be a certain way, and they mold us into what they expect us to be with good intentions, but it doesn't always line up with who we actually were created to be. The second way that we end up in these boxes is we put ourselves in the box. An example of that would be our experiencing something that we dislike so much so that we now go to the extreme to avoid it. But in doing that, we're actually working against the thing that we need to be doing to move forward in our purpose and what we were created to do. An example of that would be, for myself, was when I was a child, that I ended up witnessing and seeing a lot of chaos and drama at one point, and I hated the way that it felt so much seeing that I started going to the extreme to avoid drama and chaos, and that meant I wasn't saying things that I needed to say. So I was very quiet and reserved. I would avoid drama at all costs. So when I started to grow and got to a point where I really was letting God show me where I needed to change to move forward, the first thing that He pointed out to me was I needed to speak up. And it was hard for me because the fear of what would happen when I said something that someone didn't like really kept me in my box. So I had to be bold enough to do what I knew I needed to do, regardless of what was on the other side of that. And this is the way that fear keeps us in the boxes. So you have to first let God show you what boxes you're in, and then be bold enough to take the step to come out of those boxes, because it's a life-changing. So for me, being able to speak and share in the videos and being able to share my music, the only reason I'm able to do this with the confidence that I have is because I came out of my box. And so I really, really, really want you to be able to come out of your boxes and experience life in the fullness that it was designed for you to experience it in. So once you're out of the box, though, you have to make sure you don't go back into the box. So the first thing you have to do to avoid that is scrap the people pleasing. It cannot be about pleasing people only. So the decisions that you make on what you're going to do, how you're going to proceed in life, what your purpose is tied to, it can't be shaped and molded by what people think you should be doing or how people think you should act. And so it's a balance of being able to hear and receive what people are sharing, because sometimes God will use other people to speak things into your life that you need to hear. Balancing that with not letting that be the only thing that influences your decisions on what you're going to do and how you're going to move forward. And for me, the way that I approach it is I allow people to share with me, and then I go to the source. I go to the one who created me and who knows better than anyone what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's God. And I ask Him, all right, God, show me the truth in what I just heard. And if there is some truth, then I'll take it, reflect on it, so that I can try to apply it. But if not, then I'm moving forward with the last thing that He gave me to do. And so I challenge you to be as bold and identify your boxes, and then be bold enough to come out of them. I'm going to continue to speak on this topic because I think it's really important to identify these things. It's a huge step. So other videos to come will have more information on that. But I definitely appreciate you taking the time out to check out this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you later. Bye.